Christopher Sturgill, there are pastors that don't like it if you tell them that a song that a girl sang in the church is a contemporary Christian song from the likes of Ann Wilson. What is your recommendation? Um, I guess what he's asking is like if you're a member of a church and you see this stuff kind of creeping in, how do you handle it? I mean, some people just want to go scorched earth, and
Yeah.
lots of times the pastor's not even aware that that song
Right.
is contemporary. So I try to give people grace. But
Right.
if they're doing what you're saying, like the willfully, like I'm bringing in the Bethel music just to stick it to the
Right.
fundies,
Right.
I don't want to be that church. But how would you tell a church member to handle that?
Well, you got to pray. You better pray for your preacher. You better pray for your local church. Pray for your music director. Pray for church leadership. The first thing you got to do is pray. And I don't think you need to just that you have to give your pastor space to see it. You know. Also, when you approach your pastor, if you approach your pastor, you, everybody should have a right to approach their pastor.
Hmm.
Any pastor that can't be approached and questioned about something, that guy's got problems already. He's got bigger problems. But you should be able to go to your pastor and say, Pastor, I have this concern. This song was sung. If you do it respectfully and honestly and with with great respect towards your pastor, and he doesn't listen to you, or not, maybe I shouldn't say it like that. Maybe he responds harshly. He responds defensively.
Hmm.
Like, who do you think you are? There's nothing wrong with that song, or whatever it may be. If that's the case, then I would not approach him for a while. I'd spend some time praying and fasting. And if God leads you to leave that church, praise the Lord. But God may lead you to stay and just pray for that congregation. And God, that's God's preacher. That's God's church. He knows how to redirect it the way he wants to. He can open that pastor's eyes.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't just jump in my car and go to another church. I would spend some time praying and praying and praying.
Well, at what point would you say it's time to go?
Well, if you know that pastor is wanting to go contemporary, that's what they're wanting. You see what they're doing. Yeah, I'd take my family and go someplace else.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's I'm of the persuasion that you shouldn't leave your church like like you changing a dirty T-shirt because
No, no,
that's your family, and
right.
I think that if your family means that little to you, there's something wrong with you.
Also make sure you're right. You know, make sure you get your pastor's thoughts. See what he says about it. Make sure you are right. Just because you have some questions about that song or whatever doesn't necessarily mean you are necessarily right about that.
Mhm.
Make sure you're right as well, and hear your pastor out. But if his response is clearly not a biblical response or so on and so forth, then I say first response is pray, 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 fast and pray, fast and pray. And then if your church, you just tell they're going contemporary, they're going the wrong direction, get your family and go away.
Sure, sure. Yeah, very good.